Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and I'm going to get right into the layout. I'll tell you that I'm doing today's load prompt, which is based on is kind of a prompt of ups and downs. And when I heard that, I didn't think of changes in fortune. I immediately thought of airplane departures and arrivals. And so I went to my, it was actually just an excuse to use my new 49 in Market vintage artistry everywhere or wherever. That's the previous travel collection, but it's the wherever collection, which just arrived yesterday from my little scrapbook store, and it arrived much sooner than I expected it, which is kind of what to expect from my little scrapbook store. They also had an online crop this past weekend that I didn't get a chance to do. I watched a couple of the a couple of the challenges being presented, but I didn't do any. So challenge number 19 it was all based on Elvis. So challenge number 19 was based on Blue Suede Shoes, and so you're supposed to use the color blue. So I've got blue all over on this page. So I'm going to flip the camera, and then we'll get right into it. I'm going to do some stamping at first, and then we'll get into the other stuff, the other goodies. Okay, so my paper is this gorgeous paper that kind of looks like it's already got mixed media all over it. It's got the blues and it's got some golds, and I'm going to add some stuff. I think this Distress Oxide Uncharted Mariner is the perfect blue to do some stitching. I'm doing kind of zigzag stitching. The technique prompt was to use a zigzag pattern on your page to kind of represent the ups and downs. So I'm doing stitching in the corners that I don't have anything else that I plan to put. Not going to do the whole thing here, and I'm not worrying too much about how straight it is or anything like that. This is going to be a fairly, let me put this back where it belongs, right up in my little ink rack there, and I will put this back with its stamps, and I'll just slam it there on the floor and put this where it always goes, and then I've got things out of my way. I'm going to do kind of a cluster of stuff right in here, and I'm going to kind of organize and arrange some things because I need to know where to put my rub. I'm going to use some rub-ons. I've got an acetate frame. It's going to go like so, and I'm going to put the photo over it, and I want this rub-on, and then they've got some amazing things in the ephemera, including this envelope, which actually has flaps so that you have some room to slide some things into the envelope. So that's going to go on later. Right now I just need to know where to put this rub on, and I think it's going to go kind of right there. I don't have any particular designation, so I'm just going to kind of slap it there and get it down in there. I need to go through my very old supplies and find my I have some tools that have round steel balls on the end, and that I think they were for embossing, And that's what Katie Petite uses when she puts rub-ons down. And so I think I'm gonna get some of those, or pull. I already have one. I think I'm gonna pull mine out. So now let's see if I can get this placed back on there the way that I had it. And that's good. I wanted it to show through this, through that frame. I'm gonna put a little glue in a place that's going to be covered up. There. And then here I'm going to have it at a slightly different angle from the map. These are acetate pieces that I absolutely love. And I'm going to go like so with the photo. Okay, now I'm going to put what I've done is I put some tape behind these flaps, and I really burnished the flaps. They were already scored, so easy to bend, but I burnished them down so that they would hold onto the page better. And I burnished first with the handle of my scissors, and then actually with the metal in. So I want to do this kind of right up next to the photo. Like so. I absolutely love these. They look almost like leather pockets. And I have a bunch of pretty stuff to put in. This is not from the collection. I used it to write my journaling on. And the journaling just says so many ups and downs, takeoffs, landings, departures, arrivals, registrations, checkouts, embarkations, debarkations. We've traveled to and from so many fabulous places together. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm not going to glue it down. I'll put it in later. There are these fabulous cards that I am going to attach. Well, let me get them arranged. These are not necessarily destinations that we've been to. We were never in Ireland. We did, however, spend a lot of time in Paris, and we've been to lodges in California. I'm going to put this one in this way, so it's not about the name of the place, but rather what the scenery looks like. So I'm going to glue these down in place because some of them are sticking up a little further in the... Oops, I need to be sure. If I'm gluing those down, I didn't intend to glue that one down to the background. I'm going to slide this one in, and this one is going to get glued to that one, not to the yellow piece. And then the Paris will be there, and the California will be here. And we drove through mountains that looked a lot like that. I've got that down there. And I've got some tickets just to kind of slide in here. I'm going to actually slide them in over behind the journaling. There we go. and I can arrange that differently. I've got a globe that I want to put over here, and I'll glue it flat down. And then I have a balloon I want to put there, and I want to have this airplane kind of landing. I'll put it in landing position. Put it there, and then right up here by my compass rose, I'm going to have one in takeoff position, kind of like so. Now, I'm going to decorate the envelope. I've got this rub-on that's meant to go, I had to cut one in two, and this is the second piece of it, and it's just going to look like a pattern on the paper, I think, when I rub it on there. It's just a little extra texture, and I think Katie Petit calls that blending, where you're blending whatever's in the background with whatever you're putting on top, and there's enough empty space in the rub-on that the background shows through. So, and it comes from the digital process of blending. But I love blending and playing with those things. I'm going to use this Discover title piece, but it isn't going to be my title. It's just the title of the envelope. And I'm going to put it like so. And then I have a ticket, sort of airline-ish looking, with airplanes on it. I'm going to put that at an angle there, and then I have a luggage tag, and we're standing here with all our luggage. On this, in this photo, we were at the airport. James took the photo as he dropped us off at the airport as we were off to Greece in, I think it was 2012. Okay, so the title is going to be So Much to See, and then I took, this was one of the large ephemera pieces, and I took one of the small pieces that says Anywhere With You, and I put it over that at kind of an angle. So that's my title, So Much to See, Anywhere With You. And I have a camera to record all those wonderful things that we'd be seeing. Okay, and I want to put this butterfly here because I like the colors. It doesn't have any particular role in the story, but I love the color. It kind of brings that orangey color. I tried filtering this photo a couple times. The first time it came out just a little too bright blue, not the Uncharted Mariner blue that's in the collection. And then I did it again. I filtered the filtered photo to get this, which is still not exactly the color I wanted. So I put the other blue there, and together they kind of give me the blue that I was looking for. Okay, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I've got this little thing that says Where to Next. And that seems like an appropriate thing to put on the photo itself. Or I could do it out here. I like it there. I'll just leave the photo. if I leave the photo, I was going to say this luggage isn't important, but it's kind of part of the story, right? So I'm going to do another rub on up here in the upper corner. Again, layering this blue, and it's got a lot of swirlies going around it that kind of signify traveling around the world. And I love that because we did indeed travel around the world. And we were very fortunate to have been able to do that. We traveled a lot for work and we traveled a lot for pleasure. This was one of the first big trips we took after we were retired. And it wasn't the first, but I think it was the farthest away we'd gone. And it was our first cruise in, I don't know, 30 some odd years. Okay, oh, I love how that looks. It's kind of a piece of a globe. And of course, I've got another airplane approaching it. So I'm going to do that. And then down here, as a nod to our the fact that our wanderlust wasn't restricted to places we could fly, I'm going to include some pieces of a map and the other part of that piece, and I'm going to have a car. We took trains and buses and subways and all kinds of things, but I think the up and down part of the load prompt is covered by the airplanes. Okay, there and here, and I think I'm going to make it to leave on time for my physical therapy appointment, and that's a good thing. See, this is blending. I'm doing one rub on over another rub on, and it looks like it's kind of, it should end up looking like it's part of, it's all the same. There we go. Okay. And here's my car. Right there, and I'm done. I absolutely love the collection, and I know that probably confuses some of you who are used to my really bright colors, because all of these colors are very muted and it's very vintagey looking, but for some reason the combination and all of Katie Petit's art, it just got me. it reeled me in, and I'm extremely happy with it. You know, I'm not going to let it go without a well, actually, I'm going to use some washi tape. There's a zigzag image on this 49 and Market washi tape that's from Spectrum Sherbet, I think. And so I'm going to add, just to add a layer of stitching to the stitching that's already there. It's in different colors. That's just a little tiny detail. You know that I have to have my overlapping hearts, and there's a set of little epoxy stickers that are really cute. So I'm going to put the hearts here, and I'm going to go with blue and the kind of orangey brown, burnt sienna sort of color. I'll put it there. I'll probably have to pick that up and maybe, no, it seems to be pretty solidly down there. Okay, so here's my finished page. There we go. And the paper was gorgeous all by itself, but with those rub-ons, I just kind of added a little more detail. I can't say enough about how much I love these envelopes that have all that room to put things, including the journaling. I may, and the card that I have here came from Redefined Creative from Christina. It's a Museum of Natural History card. So I will probably go, I'm gonna definitely glue those down, but I'll do that off camera. I thank you very much for watching, and I apologize for being a bit rushed today, but I wanted to get this in. So thanks for watching. Bye.